Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to be doing the ME262 C-2b, but I'm going to make it pretty quick because I have a cold right now. You can probably hear it in my voice. I feel honestly terrible. But today I am feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday and the day before, so I figured I'd at least try and make a video, so here I am. Anyway, the ME262 C-2b Heimatschützer 2 is a rank 5, I'll probably butcher that pronunciation, battle rating 8.0 fighter that's folded behind the ME262 C-1A and placed after the ME262 A-1A and before the ME-163. This aircraft is a rocket jet, so it has the two jet engines that every 262 has, but it also has two liquid-fueled rocket engines with just over 2.5 minutes of burn time. These rocket engines are exactly why this aircraft sits at a relatively high battle rating compared to other 262s. Without the added rocket engines, this aircraft is kind of a flying brick. It's slow, doesn't turn, climb, or accelerate well. But with the added rocket engines, it remains competitive at 8.0, even if you get an up tier to 9.0. Now, as far as I know, this aircraft has never moved from the battle rating of 8.0. If I'm wrong about that, please feel free to correct me in the comments. Up tiers are definitely difficult in this aircraft, especially if the enemy plays correctly. Mainly because that 2.5 minutes of burn time does not feel like 2.5 minutes. The way I fly this aircraft is to sort of play a support role most of the time, especially in an up tier. I'll climb up to roughly 3 kilometers of altitude, and then cut off the boosters to save fuel, and play as a boom and zoomer to whatever furball appears below me. When it comes to using the boosters in a fight, I don't use them as much as you might think. I almost exclusively use them when climbing up, whether it be in a vertical fight or trying to escape somebody. Oh yeah, and one thing I kind of found funny about this aircraft is that most people are very surprised to see an ME262 in my 9.0 matches. I thought a lot more people played this aircraft, but apparently that's not the case. There were a couple of times where people thought I was fail squatting because I had a 262 when I was going against A4Es and Sabres. And then I would get a couple kills and they would be pleasantly surprised, which would always inspire some funny reactions. Oh yeah, let's talk about these guns real quick. You have 4 Mark 108 30mm cannons with this aircraft, and it basically feels like you're hurling cannonballs at your enemy. And what I mean by that is that these things are extremely low velocity, but they really do a lot of damage when they hit. If I remember correctly, this is the lowest velocity and most bullet drop out of any gun in game. That low bullet velocity and high bullet drop really makes these things hard to aim, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And in my opinion, it's the most satisfying gun in game to get kills with. Alright, I do have one match I want to cover real quick. This match is basically best case scenario. Got a down tier and a lot of the enemies were full tunnel vision. So first engagement, going head on with this F-84, I take a little damage but then I pull off and up. Hoping he follows, I hit the boosters to take this up into the vertical. Luckily he does exactly what I want him to do. He follows me straight up into the vertical, which he basically has no chance there. The F-84 has a very underpowered engine, it's very poor acceleration and poor climb rate. So I got him lined up. And that's going to be kill number 1. I definitely sprayed a bit too much there, but I really wanted to ensure that kill. So after that, still have the altitude advantage above almost all of the enemies. Just trying to decide who I'm going to go for first as I get closer. Skipping ahead a few seconds, this F-84 is completely tunnel visioned on my teammate, so he has no idea that I'm there. And that's going to be kill number 2. And same thing with this next F-84. And that's kill number 3. So once again, another F-84. I'm going to try and line up a shot right behind him, but my aim was terrible and I completely whiffed, giving me away. So he starts to bob and weave as I'm gaining on him, and then he pulls off. But I'm definitely not going to follow. I don't really have the turning capability that the F-84 does, so I go up trying to put myself in a better position. I start pitching back down to get on the F-84's tail, but my teammate takes him out. So I'm going to set my sights on the meteor to the left. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the ME262 has a very good dive speed, so picking up speed in a shallow dive is really easy. So after gaining some speed, I try and line my sights up with this meteor. He puts his nose down, not going to be able to get my guns on target. But that's okay, I'm at a much higher energy state than he is. I put my nose up to try and get some altitude. He does the same thing. I was thinking he was following me, but he was actually going for my teammate, the LA-200 right here. But all that's going to do for him is put him in a very vulnerable spot. So I start lining up my guns, take a few shots from longer range, but knowing these guns, it's so hard to hit those. He puts his nose down and I'm going to follow. Start taking some more shots. And that's going to be kill number 4. And that's going to be it for that match. My teammates took care of the last guy. He was an F-84. So that's going to be a nice 4-kill game in the ME-262 C-2b. I'm honestly really glad I revisited this aircraft, because the last time I played this was probably 2016, 17 maybe. And honestly, back then I was pretty bad at this game. I took a very long break from it, started playing it again last year, and actually started trying to get better. Now anyway, the ME-262 C-2b is one of my favorite aircraft, honestly. It's really fun and really challenging at the same time. The rocket boosters provide a unique dynamic that can give you the upper hand in a lot of situations. Now I know these guns are pretty damn hard to aim, but they are so satisfying when you hit good shots with them. And that reason alone was ultimately why I came back and started playing the 262s again. Alright, since I got this cold, my head's starting to hurt because I've been talking so much, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think about this aircraft. I for one really like it. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.